Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's dreaded Heroes Report. Well, let's see what kind of silliness went on now. Hey, here's some silliness. Bulletin, Stamford, Connecticut, February 22nd, 2013. WWE has extended an invitation to talk show host and political commentator Glenn Beck to appear on this Monday's Raw in response to a segment that aired on the Blaze TV yesterday. I didn't see it, just heard about it. In the segment, though, Beck refers to WWE as stupid wrestling people. I don't know where he got that from, but anyway, when criticizing a recent WWE storyline involving the WWE characters, heavyweight champion Del Rio and Swagger and Zeb Colter, WWE is giving Beck the opportunity to address our 14 million weekly viewers to our global fan base, and as he believes we are offending our conservative fans with this storyline. I don't know. I think conservatives, a lot of them, kind of lean that way. Anyway, similarly to television shows and feature films, this is what they're saying. WWE is in the entertainment business. Creating fictional characters serves as prognosticators or antagonisticators, either one. Anyway, to create compelling, relevant content for our audiences is important and incorporating current events into our storylines. Well, WWE is creating a rivalry centered on topical subjects that has varying points of view, centered around topical subjects. So, anyway, this storyline was developed to build the Mexican-American character Del Rio, Alberto Del Rio, into a hero given WWE's large Latino base, which represents, they said, about 20% of the audience, and 100% when they're in Mexico. So anyway, I don't know whether that's going to happen or not, but Vince, he likes that. If he could see that he's going to get some advertisement over there, he'll go with it. But anyway, as noted earlier, old Cody Rhodes, he participated in the post-Raw segment with The Rock and Lafayette earlier this week, and as the show was going off the air, and Cody actually volunteered and said, hey, he pitched the idea of him going out, taking a people's elbow and a rock bottom. I say that's, I don't know what you want to call him, but I guess somebody's got to do it. And WWE sources that noted about Jack Swagger's recent, oh, by the way, if you go to AOL on their front page, good old Jack Swagger's prominently on there from TMZ talking about his arrest. But anyway, they noted that Jack Swagger, believe it or not, he was scheduled to win the World Heavyweight title from Del Rio at WrestleMania 29. Hence the confrontation and stuff. Now maybe they were going to do a tour over in Mexico or somewhere, and Del Rio would win it back. I don't know. Anyway, word yet on whether his arrest means the booking plans, and WWE Creative was working late on Wednesday night to come up with another, well, different ideas, which doesn't sound good for Swagger and Jeb, because if they were going with the same storyline, they wouldn't have changed anything. Now they still could add some crap in there about him being arrested. And of course, like I say, we got the marijuana laws up for grabs, where they're trying to get rid of them, or at least lower them down to where it's next to nothing. So that may get incorporated into it too. Anyway, there's also talking WWE officials saw fit to change the direction of the match. That then maybe Ziggler would, most likely be the WrestleMania match with Del Rio. So we'll find out. If Swagger ends up being suspended or loses the WrestleMania match, with the arrest altogether, could cost him upwards of $250,000 or an entire nice house. Hey, Ric Flair, now take this for what it's worth. If you guys work out, you'll love this. Ric Flair, how much can you bench press? Ric Flair, right now, so probably, 275 or 300 pounds. He says, I haven't worked out in about 6-7 weeks, and for my age, it's miraculous. In the old days, I used to wrestle every day and work out, every night, and literally 365 days a year, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday. That part, I believe, about how often he wrestled. Big E Langston and Dolph Ziggler, they teamed up Thursday on Raw Live event over in Turkey, and they lost to John Cena in the handicap match. And how in the world could Ziggler he had to pin Ziggler, not Langston. It was Now I hope they don't build up Langston to be this great big monster guy, and he's going to come in and just tear up everything, and then he gets beat by Rey Mysterio. Anyway, as noted earlier this week, WWE NXT diva Dani, D-A-N-I, has been released from the company. Well, anyway, the former fitness model, real name is Alicia Saraso, actually quit NXT and has taken a corporate office job at WWE headquarters in Stamford. Anyway, Alicia had worked in offices before, before leaving her job in October to try out as a wrestler. So, damn, that's good publicity for WWE. Has the nice secretaries. I like to see who all works there, by the way. While doing promotional work in Australia recently, Dolph Ziggler spoke with TV Week. He said the stupidest thing that he had ever been asked to do was when he was asked to be in the world heavyweight champion for 10 minutes. Ziggler believes that being in the Spirit Squad hurt his career, but sure didn't help it. Of course, it did give him some publicity. But anyway, he said he's been able to overcome it. Ziggler added that he would like to stay in the wrestling business once his career is over, but that his face would be, he would like to have his face in movies, though. Not the ones on TMZ either, like Swagger. Anyway, regarding the talk that WWE ripped off their Zeb Colter character from Lucha Libre USA gimmick, WWE sources noted that the officials have been considering the storyline with Zeb and Swagger for almost a year. Now, I can't remember why Zeb was back in WWE quite a few years ago, and he was there, managing somebody. I can't remember who it is. If you know who it is, leave it on the comment. But he was there before, not a ton of years ago. WWE, believe it or not, has added TNA announcer Taz to their alumni section. All right, Santino talked about after having neck surgery on Tuesday. He noted that on Twitter that he's looking forward to being back in the ring March 1st. They don't want to go past March 1st because he wants to get into WrestleMania. Now, this is kind of a new deal. I don't know. With the ratings going down on WWE from years ago, this could be one of the reasons, and I really never thought of it. The NEILSON's are soon to begin outrolling ways of measuring TV viewing through streaming devices and applying them to the current ratings measurements. Now, if you watch WWE on Raw on Hulu or Hulu Plus or another device, you aren't being counted by NEILSON's as ratings, but that's going to likely change in the future. So a lot of people could have just broke off from regular cable over there. We'll see how that is. Of course, Hulu a lot of times don't have the whole show on there, but. And MMA fighter TNA star King Mo was knocked out in the first round by Emmanuel Newton during the Bellator 8 light heavyweight tournament semifinals last night on Spike. Didn't think that would happen. TNA knockout referee Taryn Terrell worked as a ring card girl for last night's Bellator finals. I think it was the finals. Well, for the show anyway. Also, Velvet Sky, she captured the TNA knockout title on last night's Raw Impact, and she tweeted, "Thank you, my Pigeon Army, for the constant support through her years, and an absolute honor to be crowned knockout champion at Wembley." Jim Ross, he was asked on Twitter about the chances of Undertaker returning to WrestleMania 29. He replied, he says, "I estimate maybe percentage-wise 51 to 49%. That ain't very good. Then he finally says, "I have no idea." And as earlier mentioned, the tickets for WWE Extreme Rules in Scotts Trade Center, St. Louis, Missouri, on sale on Monday, May 19th, go on sale this Saturday, tomorrow, whichever comes first. Advertising for the pay-per-view event, their official Facebook page is The Rock, Cena, Punk, Orton, Sheamus, the usual suspects. I don't know. Anyway, TNA live event, February 15th in Huntington, West Virginia, drew 500 fans. The next night in Beckley, West Virginia, drew 1,500 fans. I would think Huntington is a lot bigger fan base, I would think, than Beckley. I never heard of Beckley, but I heard of Virginia. Hey, next week's episode of Impact Wrestling is going to be featuring Sting and Devon, revealing their teams for Lethal Lockdown and the return of Jeff Hardy. Bully Ray versus Jeff Hardy for the World Heavyweight title in a steel cage match, and Wes Briscoe taking on Kurt Angle in a steel cage match are officially confirmed for TNA's Lockdown pay-per-view. And I just hate that TNA can't get more fans to come out. What do you think the reason is? Are they going to just way too small a town? Is it their product? Advertising? Maybe they don't tell nobody about it. That's just amazing. It's terrible. And so is this. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.